Welcome to Your Anime Senpais. I'm Richard, and today I'm going to be watching Season 1 of Sword Art Online, Episode 12. So, last episode kind of had a little bit of a honeymoon with Kirito and Asuna. They just recently got married, and they're on level 22 now. They've recently moved into a new home, and just kind of enjoying life right now. Just kind of living the peaceful life before they go back to the front lines. Even though I think they don't really want to go back to the front lines. I mean, who does? But they know that they have to at some point. But regardless, again, they're just kind of enjoying life right now. But they did happen upon this young girl that they found in the forest. She doesn't seem to have any stats at all whatsoever. They can't figure out if she's a player character or an NPC. So they're basically going around trying to figure out the mystery behind Yui. So let's get started. So are these kids like just NPCs, or are they children that were whose parents have died? Wow. Man, so these kids have been in there for 2 years. Let's assume they're like, anywhere from 8 to 11 years old, like at least when they started. Um, so they've already missed out like on so much on life itself, just being trapped here. I can't even imagine the psychological effects that'll kind of take place, assuming they leave this place. I can't imagine what their life will be like, from that point forward. So it's actually kind of weird that a parent would allow them just to. I mean, I guess this takes place in the near future, but it's kind of strange that a parent would just be like, "Oh yeah, it's totally fine for my kid to immerse themselves in this VR world." But I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. I mean, I know there's parents that allow their kids to play video games, but this is kind of next level here, and I'm not sure if. Of course, I'm not a parent, so I wouldn't know, but I'm not sure if I would let my kid, just straight up like immerse their consciousness into this world if they're at risk of possible brain damage or whatever, or of course their lives are at risk now. So I'm sure these parents are like, yeah, I'm never letting my kid play video games ever again. But anyways, yeah, but this is an interesting situation though, because I mean, I definitely can see like some kids asking their parents, hey, can I get this game for Christmas, or whatever for my birthday? And you know, I guess I just always thought that it would just be strictly adults that are playing this, but obviously not. So, anyways. Oh, this person's from the army. Hmm. Yui's heart. Hmm. That guy? Yeah, that's a good point because he was one of the people. Now that I remember him, he was one of the people that was very adamant about, like, oh, all the beta players should have told us like all the different secrets and everything like that. They're not sharing their information, and so obviously he was wanting to get through this game, but of course now it says here that he's showing a lack of interest in clearing the game. So what's his motivations now? So, oh yeah, those guys. Hmm. What if she's thinker? Yui. Haha, but they are. It's like, well, we've kind of already got a quest, so that's a good point. She could be lying too, just to trap them. Oh, hmm, sure. It's okay. We're the main characters, so no problem. Of course, this guy also fell into a trap himself, so. Uh, this has been like 3 days. Yikes. Mm. Well, but you're there. You're in the safe zone. So like, just leave. Why not just go in there? Is it going to follow you? Ooh. Oh. And suddenly Yui just deletes him. Open up developer mode. Delete unknown NPC. Immortal object? What? What? Okay. That's like 3 times her size. How is she? I was gonna say, how is she able to wield that thing? But it is a computer simulation, so whatever. Who needs physics? Just throw it out. Oh, okay. So, who are you? What are you? Now they don't want to leave now. They don't want to leave now. Hmm. Oh, I knew it. She's gonna get deleted. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so now I take what I just said and just reverse that. Now they're gonna want to get out of here even faster because they want to have a kid of their own. That's yeah. That's mm. Oh yeah. What? Yeah, I'm surprised that didn't disappear when she disappeared. about her heart, which they can now revive. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've been kind of trying to figure out for like the last hour now, trying to figure out what I want to say about this episode. I mean, I guess I could say that, oh, such a sad episode, which obviously it was. But uh, I don't know. As bad as I felt for them, um, I guess as soon as she was like Yui was like, oh, when she revealed what she was, and she was like, "Oh, I want to stay here forever." It was like, yeah, that's probably not going to happen. Which again is still sad, but it's just I don't know. I kind of was expecting it at that point, and was just like, okay, well, I guess moving on. But I do have to wonder though, with all this that just happened. Is that going to motivate Asuna and or Kirito to finish this game and leave so that they can start their own family? I can definitely see them, if they have a daughter, I could definitely see them naming her Yui. But yeah, again, it was definitely sad for sure. But I just don't know how her still being there would have. I mean, obviously, I guess if she still had access to her powers, that would have been useful. But I don't see how her being there would have, moved the story along. So, if anything, they probably just would have been more motivated just to stay there and have their family there. But I do kind of have to wonder too, though. And maybe this might not be an important detail. Maybe they're just going to brush this aside. But with the army, the one guy there, he trapped their commander down in that dungeon. So now that the commander's out, I kind of have to wonder if the army is going to start having a lot of infighting. Is there going to be a civil war that breaks out between them? How is that going to affect all the other levels? Because if they're primarily based in the lower levels, then there's gonna be a whole bunch of like innocent people that are gonna get caught up in this, like that orphanage, for example. So yeah, again, they may just brush us off. Maybe I'm just focusing on very minor detail, very unimportant detail, but. And honestly, though, if they do brush it off, though, I'll be kind of disappointed because this is kind of a big deal. It's like if I guess if the vice president decided to, keep the president someplace, like put them in jail or whatever, then the president eventually gets out. There's going to be some repercussions to that. I would think, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. Maybe Asuna and Kirito will come in and do what they got to do to clear all that up, and then go back to the front lines and help clear out or help finish the game. But yeah, I just don't really have much else to say about this episode. It was a good episode in that there was definitely a lot of emotions there, but even though if I personally didn't show those emotions, but I did feel sad for them because they did genuinely look happy, but they again really if anything, this needs to solidify the fact that they just need to focus on going back to the front lines, clearing all the other dungeons, getting to level 100, and finishing this game as soon as possible. So that's all I'm going to say about this episode. What did you all think of it? And how many tears did you cry for Yui, if any at all? Let us know down in the comments below. And of course, if you enjoy this reaction and like our channel, please consider liking and subscribing. And of course, checking out our Patreon links down below. So we'll see you all next episode.